Hello, my name is Jedediah, and I will be sharing with you some of my thoughts and tips, tricks, hints, just general observations on the game AFK Journey, which is a gacha game which has elements of PvP, PvE, world building, storyline. It's got a whole bunch of stuff going on in it. I focus mainly on PvP content, which is like the arena, the Supreme Arena, Clash. Um, and Honor Duel, which is what I'll be showing you today. I'll be talking mostly about Honor Duel. The teams that I choose to build right now. Let's see, today is the December 2nd, 2025. So we're talking about the most current Honor Duel and its current iteration because it does change periodically from season to season. They'll introduce new heroes, they'll adjust some heroes, and go from there. So this is me starting off at my homestead. And let's get right into it. Let's go right into the PvP. We're going to go to battle modes. And I apologize in advance. My setup is completely primitive right now. I do not have a good webcam. I do not have a good microphone. I hope that you can hear me okay, but it's probably not going to get that great, and I apologize in advance for that. So we're going to jump right into Honor Duel. Well, actually, hold on. Let's go back. You have Arena, which I am, just to give you a background on who I am and why you might want to listen to me. I mean, I am not an expert by any means at all, but I do have a track record as #1 on my district. There's my history. Let's look at the rankings. You can see me. I'm here. I'm Jedediah in my guild. Shout out to BTGM. We've been dominating a lot in PvP lately, and as you can see, we are the top 5, 6, 7 people on the arena currently, and I am the big lead. Big shout out to all those top members there. They taught me a whole lot about PvP in a very short amount of time. And I am what you would call a whale. I spend a lot of money on some of these characters that I have, so I can give you an idea. So look at my character pool. These are my top characters. You know, I've got Ulu, Alicet, Mihira, Pranaya, Athalia, and then I've got Seda. All these guys build up, maximize the crowns, and then I have the new character, Marcel. I don't know how to say her name, so apologize in advance. And if you want to, you can leave a comment and let me know how I'm supposed to be saying her name. But she's from the crossover Dungeons and Delicious, which is the new crossover with AFK Journey right now. But yeah, the main ones that I really like most recently, Seda. Seda's fantastic. She's a really good stall team, but she also does perform well in some of the burst teams as well. Perseus, one of my favorites. Perseus is absolutely fantastic in Arena. But an underrated one that a lot of people do not use or did not build is Zany. Zany is fantastic. I have her with Perseus. They absolutely mow people down. Anyway, so I just wanted to give you an idea of the guys that I have and what I use and my strategy behind builds. And Honor Duel is a little different. It's not about what characters you have. It's about who you can get in that specific arena. So it's a little bit different as far as the overall PvP. It's not about building and spending money. It's just about having fun and hopefully getting a little lucky here and there with your artifact choices and your team building, getting the heroes that you want and the objects that you want or the gear that you want in when you need it the most. So let's jump right in here. Well, actually, let's go ahead and go into the rankings just to give you a background. I am currently trying to break a record. I think my guild leader says the current record for our server or district is 2,200, somewhere in that range. So I'm trying to break that now. I'm hoping to break 2,000 talking to you right now because I can get 40 some odd points every time I get a 9-win streak. But as you can see, I am currently 376 points ahead of #2. And it's taken me a long time to get this high, and I've learned a whole lot doing this Honor Duel stuff lately. A lot of people don't like it. I actually love Honor Duel. It's fun to me. So let's get into this. I mean, you can see that my record, I've had some mixed luck. I am by no means the best. As you can see, I got a 0 right here. Didn't get what I needed. 3, 1, 3, 9, 9, 8, 9. So I had a very good run right there. 9, 9, 8, 9, 9. 3, 1, 3, 0, 9, 5, 5, 9. This one was just a little while ago. I just did that on my phone. Anyway, let's jump into this, and hopefully we'll get a good artifact, and let's give you some good insight on what you may or may not want to be doing in Honor Duel. So let's hit play, and see what we get off the bat. So backline damage, I've had a little bit of luck with this. Speed to your backmost hero, enhancing light bearer heroes. I really don't like doing light bearer. I like doing wilder. Light bearer is not bad, especially if you can get a good siren build. But I prefer wilder, and I prefer to get Fedor, Pang, Valara, and Ravion as my core. In the center, Smokey and Mirky, I have just terrible luck with this. I've been beaten a lot by it, so there are people out there that know what they're doing with this. I am not one of them. So I think I might go random. It's either Proud Graves or random. Because Proud Graves, I could do a nice wilder build around, get a lot of speed, especially if I can get Pang in the back, because he can hit really hard when he's hitting faster. Or possibly Indris in the back. Indris is a really good, strong wilder choice as well. But we're just going to take random, have fun, and you may see a really bad run. Oh, Fragrant Bag is one of my favorites. So if I can get the right heroes with this one, we should get a 9. I've had a lot of good luck with this one. And so Jungle Hood and Exquisite Leather are both going to be fantastic items for Valara. So I'm probably going to stick with the Jungle Hood. I've had a lot of luck with increasing her healing and shield, whatever shielding going with it. So let's go ahead and just hit this wilder and hopefully get the right ones we want. Random, and we got 2 out of 3 that we want. Iron is not bad by any means, but we wanted Fedor, we want Ravion. That's my core that I'm looking for at all times. I do not have a healer yet other than Mikola. I want to keep digging, but I'm going to go ahead and lock that Jungle Hood in and see if I can get another wilder random. So that's how those work. You can get 3 random people with an 18 or off actions, or you can get 3 light bearer heroes or 3 Greyborn heroes, whatever. But I'm looking for wilder heroes, so I may want to either do the random or keep digging. If I do a dig and I get a 33, I'm not going to have enough. It's going to take me down to 31, and I have to sell one of these guys, so we're going to take that chance and just do it. And we did not get lucky. Great, so we're just going to do a random. And we got super lucky. We got Pang and a Ravion. That's what we want. So now we have Pang, Fedor, Ravion. That's 3 of the 4 that we want. Because we want Valara. We can substitute maybe Mikola for now, or we can just go straight burst DPS with possibly throwing Mariel in there and Odie in there, because they are good burst damage as well. So I think what we're going to do is run Iron and throw Mikola in there with the Jungle Hood. See and hope to God we get a lot of healing on this. Now, I may want to put the Jungle Hood on Mikola, but Mikola is pretty squishy. So I'm going to put the Jungle Hood on someone else that's not quite as squishy, like Fedor, possibly Pang. Iron is a little squishy. So I'm going to put it on Pang. Because we want Fedor to be our front line. He's going to take a lot of damage, and hopefully Mikola will get some healing out there for him, even though she's not like a dedicated healer. She does a lot of haste and some healing. So let's go ahead and do that, and let's see what we get our first match on. It's Lazarus. Shout out to Lazarus if you ever see this video. Hopefully I can win. Oh, and Lazarus has a really good artifact. It's the glowing blossom. All developed players lose 20% of their current HP when a battle starts, restoring 200 energy in the next 3 seconds. In other words, they're going to ult or ultimate a lot and really fast. So we need to try to out-heal those ultimates early, or have an ultimate blocker like really made to block some of it.
The hour has
I don't think we're going to get what we want out of that, so I'm going to throw it in the same way I would typically with Valara being in the back. I'm going to shift Mikola up, and then we're going to have I want Ravion to hit Pang, but we can do it Iron and Pang in the back. So we'll put Ravion here and Iron there. And we'll see what we got against. So it looks like they've got Valara, which we want. They do have a Diamond, who is an excellent tank / damage dealer, and Valara's not bad either. She does some stunning.
I suppose even I have to work.
By the
Ravion in the back and Iron. So we should get Iron come out around. Pang takes a second to get moving, and we should ult fast too. So hopefully we get a win right off the bat, but it's going to be a tough one, probably, depending on the rest of his heroes. And he looks like he got Indris, and he's got his healer name as well. Here we go. We're looking to try to get some ults out. And then diamond ult.
You chose the wrong
our fatal ult. Pang is gonna ult here. I think we're looking good so far. Got some damage because we're healing through it. So we've got double heal. And then Iron's gonna come in with an ult. This should be good. Yeah, I think we got him. It's pretty much over. I think.
It's time to deal with
a lot of damage here. Boom, boom, boom. Almost got the kill, but they healed through it, and there she goes. Blah, gone. It's game over. See you later. So that worked out exactly how I planned. Get a little lucky sometimes, because that is not the ideal team. Oh, and we got a good draw, because we can get Radeon immediately up to the red level, which I think is legendary, and then the platinum level is mythic. So we're trying to get up those levels, because the higher the levels, the more base stats they get, the more damage they do, etc., etc. I'm going to go ahead and lock Thador. I'm going to draw from Thador. Go ahead and draw him. And then I do not like to draw past 15. I like to stop on 15 or 17 or lower, because a 3 would bring me below 14, so I can always guarantee I have 15 on the next one. And it's usually pointless because you're getting badges anyway. I don't know. It's a mental thing for me, I guess. I could dig further, but I'd rather not dig. I'll just keep my badges or tokens and wait on the next match. So we're going to run what we got. We had an upgraded Radeon, so that should help. And hopefully we get an easier match. Let's see. That one wasn't exactly hard, but I expected it to be harder than it was. And it looks like we got a Luca artifact. It's going to power up a Luca, so he's going to be running probably Light Bearers. Bone Crusher. Increase the basic stats of the strongest allied Luca by 10%. Also enhances his ultimate to slam target. Blah, 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 blah. Anyways, his Luca is souped up and really strong. Typically, I'm not too scared of this group with a Wilder group. My Wilder group can handle it pretty easily. So let's drop the Ebola the same way and keep Radeon secret for now. Okay, so he's running Light Bear and he's going to try to pull in my Radeon, but that shouldn't be an issue. I'm going to just throw him back there anyway and then get pulled in because Nara will grab and pull them over. Although I can't remember, Radeon might be immune to this because he might get unaffected right off the bat. I know he's going to give unaffected to Pang and Iron. Here we go. And she tried to pull my Radeon, it didn't work. And see, she's just sitting there, she pulled him again that time though. And my Feyar's about to ult. Here he comes. Boom. And they're dying slowly. He's getting some heals from Park Boy. Diamond, so we're doing a lot of damage though. And we're basically full health. Is keeping us up. We're getting a lot of haste. There's Iron ulting. And then Radeon's going to clean him up right here. Boom, 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 boom. And he's going to ult him really quick. And it's game over. So my group is actually stronger than I expected with Nicola. In the past, I've had Nicola groups, and she's pretty squishy. But the fact that I got Thador out there, kind of distracting most of them, is very, very, very helpful for me right now. Otherwise, she can take damage and die almost immediately. So, and that jungle hood is probably helping her to keep my people alive. So, I have a dilemma here. I could try to get some more Indris. Indris is a fantastic single damage. His ultimate damage isn't great as far as AoE, which I like to go AoE. So you get a lot of max damage from everything, and you can snipe one of the people out with an Indris. Lily May is also fantastic in any Wilder group. I'd like to slot in Indris or Lily May with my core 4. So Radeon, Thador, Pang, and Valara, which I do not have. We're doing a pseudo Valara with Nicola. And we could slot in Indris or Lily May at this point. So let's grab both of them. And they'll probably take the place of Iron. And I could lock in Iron to see if I can get him up higher, but usually I don't run Iron. So I'm just going to leave him out and probably end up selling him. In fact, I might as well go and sell a lot of this crap I don't need. Like my heroes that are outside of faction that I'm definitely never going to use because I'm focusing on the Wilder build. And with Nicola as my healer. So here we go. Let's go find something deeper. And there, we want to lock that in. Can't afford it right now, but we can get another Lily May. Let's go ahead and grab that Lily May. And now I'm under 17, so I'm just going to let it ride here. I wish I'd gotten another Thador, or Pangs, or Valara. Is what we really want to replace that Nicola. But Nicola's doing good, so let's roll with it. searching, and now we're placing Lost Sky. Shout out to Lost Sky. Good luck. You may need it. Alright, and then my standard formation is usually to go around Valara here, so I'm going to stick to that. I mean, I don't really need to do that because I don't have Valara doing these circle areas. But I don't know, out of habit, I kind of do this.
The hour has
so we're going to run this the same way. And then what we're going to end up doing is dropping. You may want to move Nicola back one so that she gets Radiance off instead of Indris. But no, let's roll her up front. We may want, Lily may, depending on the situation. So we're running against the ultimate one. It looks like he's running a light bear with Siren. Siren is a very heavy hitter, AoE. And as you can see, it's increased by ultimates. So if he gets 4 ultimates, he does damage to the whole team. It's like a wave of fire rolls out. So let's roll in with Ravion, and Lily May could break this up. So this means every 4 ultimates, she's going to block at least one of those on the way. So she's going to be better than Indris because she does a lot of damage. She may not hit it quite as hard as Indris, but she's going to be blocking their ultimates. So here we go. I think if Perseus and Iron, this is going to be rough. If Perseus gets rolling on me, I'm screwed. So block the Siren. We're doing some damage. They get their first ult, first stick on their artifact, and then I get Pain before we flip it down. Sola is not down yet. I get my Fedor. Pain is really hitting their Fedor. I lost my Nicola at their Iron ult. They're almost 2 to 4, and then they're going to wave, but we're healing through it. And there goes Perseus, straight up killing me. But I'm still alive. So I got a chance, especially with this Radiant Ultimate coming out. And take down his healer and Perseus, and now I only got a Siren. It's over. I win. There's no way the Siren's going to solo that. So here we go.
Victory was yours.
And let's look at some of the numbers. I haven't been showing you guys the numbers that much. So yeah, as you can see, most of my healing is coming from my Fedor, but I mean, Nicola's still getting some good buffing, and she probably was healing better than that before because she's giving haste to everybody. And you can see Pang's doing a lot of my damage. Pang is usually my #1 damage dealer when I do these builds, or Avion and Fedor also are chipping in very hard. Depending on your levels, some of those get harder, or equipment. So Night Raven is actually not something I use that often, so never mind. I thought that was the speed one. We definitely want Pang. Let's go ahead and do the random one. Yep, we got a Pang and Ravion. Excellent. So now we got 2 of our 4 people up in the legendary zone. So I may go ahead and take the Cinders, but I'm going to lock it and hope I can get a Fedor or Lily May. And I got a Fedor. I got lucky, and we're going to go ahead and lock that triple. Lock him in. And you want to focus early on getting levels, unless you come across a really good item. So you want to focus on getting these things rather than getting an item like Abyssal Mask, which I never use, or Night Raven, which I never use with this build, this particular build. It's not that I never use it ever, but I don't use it with the Wilder one. Here we go. If I don't have tokens to keep going, so we're at our trial stage. We have 0 losses. We got all 3 of our apples, and we have 3 wins. So it's always 3 games, and you get to a trial stage. Here we go. And you win or lose, you don't have to worry on a trial stage. You just have to worry about bonuses. So you want to win because you get better bonuses. But if you lose, it's not a big deal. Let's see. We're going to throw in our Fedor, and it really doesn't matter if we play a computer. So we just throw it out however we want.
I suppose
when we know we're going to use all of these guys anyway, just throw them in there. Got our legendaries out. And we're going against the Supreme Hakar.
Get ready for the showdown!
We could just go straight DPS on this guy. Because he just kind of sits there, charging up, I think, at the beginning. No, maybe it's, do we want to go full DPS now? Let's go
It's
Indris.
time to act.
Let's have him shoot some arrows at this guy. Here we go. Okay, he's stunned, like I said, we're trying to do a lot of damage to him real fast. Let's get our Nicola buff, green, and then he's about half health before he even does anything. And now he's going to start snowballing, but it's too late, because I did too much damage, and I guess the best bonus you can get is kind of random. So Advanced Blessing is coming, and let's see what we get. And we got 3 random trial cards, which I almost never use. And honor badges, which is what we always want, more honor badges. And possibly equipment. Equipment is a good thing sometimes, and we did get a Perseus that we may think about using if we get the right situation. That Lily May could come out because it's stronger than my Lily May, so it's funny that I'd say I never use those. It's extremely rare, but in certain situations I may end up using that. This is a fantastic item, Bone Amulet. I've found that that's really good on Siren and a couple others. It's just a good extra damage, especially if you're trying to nuke fast. I got 15. I could pull this Indris or wait and see if I get a Lily May or possibly some Ravion, because we would like to get Ravion up into the mythic level. Let's go ahead and burn it. Alright, and then we'll start looking for items too, probably at this point. So, match. And we may think about using that Perseus on this one. Perseus is one hell of a damage dealer in these matches, especially with an early ult like my artifact will give me. And we're playing another early ult build artifact, which restores all allies 200 ears once every 5 seconds. So they're not doing a lot of damage regular, but they're doing a lot of damage with ultimates. So let's see here. We're gonna throw
Turn
out
back now.
Fatal.
The hour has come.
And
Get ready for the showdown, folks!
we're gonna throw her on the right. I usually would throw her back here where Valara would go, but we're gonna throw her here. And then we're gonna run confirm, see what they're gonna put out here, and then we're gonna build based on that. Okay, we got a Siren build, so we probably want to run that Lily May. Probably still want that Ravion as well. We could run Perseus to this, because Perseus is one heck of a damage dealer, and he's given a crit bonus with the thing, with his equipment.
I'll keep them
We're gonna
quiet.
put Lily May up here, and we're gonna put
I
Ravion
suppose even I
here,
have to
which
work.
means that Ravion's gonna buff Nicola and Pain. Pain's already being buffed by Fedor every match, which is usually what I do. I almost never have anybody else behind Fedor, so as long as I have Pain. I would consider putting Perseus there if I ran Perseus. But I want Perseus instead of Lily. I think Lily May trying to block one of their ults is a good way, since they are a heavy ult team as well. A lot of ult damage with their artifact. Here we go, and he's got a Perseus, so this is going to get ugly. Okay, we're doing some damage. Nicola's taking a lot of hit. Alright, we blocked their Lincoln, which is bad. He's Siren, not healing through any of that. Valara is the only way to beat Siren. Valara can heal through Siren's damage, and I have to use this from bad. As you can see, Siren just straight up killed me. Oh well, never mind. It was the Perseus that did most of the damage, but then the Siren cleaned us up. He got all the kills. Which I technically had a better team overall as far as levels, but he had a better quick damage team with his artifact. So nice game. Alright, let's see if we can get some more Valara. Yeah, we got Valara. Excellent. Alright, so that's going to change what we have on the field now. We're going to have a full Wilder team. We're going to go ahead and sell Iron, Nicola, keep the rest of them, because we can swap in Indris or Lily May depending on what we see coming out. I probably want to go ahead and save this and see if I can get an Indris or a Lily May or another Valara. So, nope, nothing there. Nope, nothing there. And then the items, these totem bracers are good. Bright Grease I almost never use. This is more of a lower level item. At this point, I don't really want to spend money on the lower level ones. Not yet. Got another random clock that in. And I think about this Ravion if I didn't already have a Ravion at 3 Falcons. Almost mythic. We have one more dig chance before we go ahead and just take that Fedor. Alright, nothing. Maybe want to lock in that Bone Amulet because I may want to spend some money on that. Impossible. Yeah. This is another one I like to use on Valara. Grant allied hero 25 haste for 5 seconds when healing or shielding them, so she can buff everybody to make them go faster. If you don't already have a Jungle Hood is probably the best one. At least I've had the most luck with Jungle Hood. So, Fedor it is, and let's take another match. We have our first loss, but we have 3 wins. Hopefully no more losses, and we'll go straight to 9. Let's do it. This time we are going up against Mike Woods. I think I saw Mike Woods earlier today, so shout out to Mike Woods. Hopefully you're watching this, and he's running a Pyro, which is the one with Mariel trying to burn everybody down. So I may want to hug the sides of the thing. As you can see, it's a 5-tile wide, and the enemies at the edges only take 50%. So I might want 2 people here, 2 people here, and I've had good luck doing that. So what I'm going to end up doing is saying
now.
Fedor,
The hour has
Pang.
come.
I'm gonna not put Pang out
Accept
yet. I don't
this
even know
judgment.
exactly what I have, but I'm going to put Valara over here. And then Ravion is going to be the one that kind of hangs out with Nomads. He's going to take more damage, possibly. So I'm going to hit confirm, see what they're pulling out. It's going to be a lot of Lightborn, Lightbearer. Yep. But he's running a Diamond. Diamond is fantastic in any group. He buffs and does a lot of damage and tanks well. He does
The
a
hour
bunch of stuff
has
really well.
come.
So Pang is coming out, and we may want to run Lily May just to see if we can snipe out her ultimate. It's very likely that he's going to have another one ultimate before her, but because she's very slow to ult, she doesn't have a big pool, and see, they gave the exquisite leather on her to try to get her to ult faster, but I'm going to try to block it anyway. Here we go. He's got Siren too. I'll at least block Siren. There goes Siren, block that. And now we got to try to do some damage fast. Fedor's coming out. Valara's ulting, and she's going to debuff everybody in the back there. Pang's coming out with his ultimate. And we killed one. Perseus is almost dead. It's dead now. And it should be a win unless Muriel saves him. And here she comes. And boom, she ultimately nuked 2 people, but it's going to be too late at that point. Pang's going to take it down. Boom, done. So that was close. Closer than I would like it to be, but we did win. Let's take a look at that. You can see the Muriel just straight up killed it. If Perseus had had better item, I probably would have lost that match, because Perseus would have done more damage and taken out somebody else before. And then Muriel would have taken out 2 more on top of that. I probably wouldn't have had damage to kill. So here we go. Let's see what we can get on 3 random. Yeah, that was a good pool. What we really want to get is a Valara, Endress, or a Lily May. We want to lock that Pang in and possibly get this item here. This is not my favorite item, but I'm going to keep it locked in and maybe buy it. I hate using up a slot for the turn. Nothing here. They want to think about just getting Pang off the board. Alright, we're pulling Pang, so we know we want it. Let's keep digging. We got another Pang. Let's go ahead and pull him again, and hopefully we get one of these 2 to Mythic. Here we go. Let's pull again. And we get Valara, and we're going to lock in Fedor and take Valara, because that's going to give my core team all the way to Legendary, and then my slots are going to be all in the base level. And we still are looking for decent items. Let's go ahead and match. We need a Mythic. Mythic's going to make a big difference at this point. We're sitting at, what, 4 wins now? We've basically broken even at this point. We want to get to at least 4 wins every single time we come on this thing, because we don't want to backslide, go negative.
Turn back
so
the hour has
Pang, Valara.
Accept this judgment.
I'm going to leave it a mystery on the other 2. So we're going to run Ravion in the back and either Lily May or Endress in the front. And it looks like we could do either or, because Endress is going to snipe him in the back, and Perseus is going to be dealing with Pang. So we may want to either block Siren. Let's go ahead and block Siren.
I suppose even I
So
have
Ravion's going to buff my Valara and Pang. Here we go. And he's running a Lightbearer one. That means that whenever one of his Lightbearers dies, it transfers buffs to the other Lightbearer. They're still alive. We got our damage coming out. It looks like he's about to ult. And we blocked that ult, but he's from... I can't remember his name. But
Bamboo.
Alright, and there comes our Pang, Fedor. They usually come out the same way. I'm getting absolutely decimated. I think it's over. There's no way I can win this unless I take down Perseus. Yeah, we got a chance.
Chose the wrong path.
We get lucky on this ultimate. Pang triggers it. Here it comes. And she got buffed again and shield from Hugin. So it's going to be really tight. And then he's going to ult with Siren, and that's probably good. There it goes. It takes me down to 2 losses. So yeah, that Mythic Sonya was doing so much more damage than I thought. She can be very strong, especially with that artifact, because she's getting buffed every time someone dies. So the fact that I killed off Sinbad and Perseus buffed the heck out of her. So here we go. And Hugin is one of the best healers in any aspect of the game, whether it's PvE, PvP, Hero, Arena. Doesn't matter. He's an excellent healer. We're going to buff up Pang, getting the Mythic. That's going to be a huge plus for us. Try to get Fedor and Ravion to Mythic. We're going to keep that item because that item is pretty good. And the Lara is there with the lock and the Lara. Dig for some ones that are on the edge. This one is an excellent one. Darkmoon Pendant for most heroes. It's in particular Pang. Will hit really hard with the Darkmoon Pendant if he's got a lot of enemies around him. It's AoE. I may even think about getting it. It's an excellent one for Diamond. Typically, this fella will hit hard with the Darkmoon Pendant. You know what? I'm not ready to get that item yet. Yeah, let's buy it. Why not? Then we're gonna leave Lara locked in and dig some more. Nothing here I want. Alright, here we go. We got Ravion and Thador buffed up to Mythic. That's good. I need some items though, because I mean, having them at Mythic is really good. Having them at Mythic with an item that we really like is even better. So we're gonna run this one on Pang. It might even be better on Thador, because Thador's gonna get out and hit people soon, faster. And so anytime he deals damage, he's gonna deal even more damage on that target, because they're gonna be ticking damage. Honestly, any one of these would be a good hit. Maybe even Ravion, because Ravion can hit multiple people when he does his little dance around the battlefield. So I'm going to put it on Ravion for now and hope I get lucky. And I may even think about using this Perseus in here, because running this Indris and Lily May at the base level is just not keeping up the damage with the other groups. So having a Perseus out there will definitely help me roll a little harder. And it looks like I'm playing the Larkspur, which is another old heavy room. I think we've already seen one of those. Yep. Alright, so they're just hitting hard on ultimate damage, and we want to come out with our ultimate damage faster.
Now.
I think we get there faster, but we don't hit as hard as they do. So I'm thinking about throwing Perseus down here after Thador. And then having Ravion be in the front here. Well, actually, let's move Pang to the front, and then we're gonna have Ravion and Perseus. We're probably gonna throw Perseus. Let's see what they come out with. Okay, good. They're in the back. I could try to block him again, but let's just go Perseus.
Let's get into
Perseus.
formation.
Try to cancel out his damage,
even
and
I
just hope
have
we
to
can heal
work.
through Siren's damage, because he's gonna ult really fast. He's got a piece of equipment, I think, that helps true damage. Here we go. Here comes the Shugen. Shugen's gonna cross the Siren. Siren is not working as fast as I thought he would. He didn't get the potion But he did get there. Pang's doing his thing. Boom, hitting hard. And then my Perseus is coming through and absolutely decimating them now. And then on top of that, they're going to get debuffed by my Mara, and it's just going to be over. Game on. See you later. See, I wish I had Perseus at this point as part of my team. Because Perseus
is as far as you go.
See, Perseus just tears people apart. Plus, he had that one that increases crit around him within 2 spaces. It's like a crit aura. So I'm going to miss that one. Oh well. If we run into Perseus, we may consider starting building him and put him in place of Lily May or Indris. Alright, we'll go ahead and... Well, there's a trial. We're going to go ahead and grab that Lara, and I'm not going to do it again, because the trials are usually pretty easy, especially if you already have some mythic people. Just want to run that and get a free new board whenever we load back up again. The book one, I can't remember which one the book one is. I know what it does. It's the teleportation one, but I can't remember what enemies come up for that.
Turn back now.
Standard.
The hour has come.
And
accept this judgment.
oh, I haven't seen this one in a while. This one is a nasty one, so you need to try to down those dudes as fast as possible. So having Ravion in the back, having buff Pang.
It's time to act.
And the Lara, I don't know if that was the right call. May have wanted to buff Indris, because we need to take one of these guys down fast. If you leave all those guys up right now, they hit really hard. So we gotta get them down, get them down, get them down. Come on. Here comes Pang, he's gonna hit him. Boom! Alright, we got a few of them out, and we should get a nice little hit now. There we go. Clean them up. And let's see, on that trial, yep. See, Thador hits so much harder than most people know. I can't remember which skill is doing that, but he just hits really hard. think it's his ult, the little star, the star triggers. We get a random same hero, and it's a hero we don't even need. I would just probably sell that. I don't think there's any situation where I'm ever going to use Nara in this group. Unless, it could be useful if I tried to run it against one of these Siren groups, and if I see Siren out there and I can get Nara opposite him, I can try to snipe their Siren. Although Siren doesn't really bother me that much, it's Perseus that I really worry about running into. Perseus and Nara, I don't know that she can really snipe Perseus the way that she can some of the squishier guys like Siren. I'm going to keep her for now, just on the off chance I might throw her in there because she's mythic. I can get her a piece of equipment. Hold on, let's see what we can get here. Fallen Dagger can be good in the right situations, because then it can allow you to ult heavy and fast, especially with my ult heavy artifact already. So, I mean, it would be something that would be good on possibly Valara, get her rolling on those circles, but usually you don't need the 2 to get any damage done, or to get a win with Valara. She's never going to get all 4 circles unless it's a really long match. It just doesn't happen very often. You can get another bone amulet. Bone amulets are not bad. Let's lock it. Keep looking. Keep looking. There's a Perseus. It's tempting for me to grab him at this point, but it would be really hard to build him fast and get him up to speed with the rest of my group. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that Valara, lock him, keep looking, and we get another Valara, so we got her up to Mythic, yeah! We're just not getting a lot of good items. I'm not getting the items that I want as far as my damage dealers. Let's go ahead and lock the random one because, you know, hopefully we get a Lily May or an Indris. And let's go ahead and throw another one of these bone amulets. Let's throw it on Thedor. Could be paying Thedor, anybody who's a frontline damage dealer, heavy damage dealer. Let's go ahead and match it up. Jaded Loves. Shout out to Jaded Loves. And he is running the Light Bearer, which we've already seen and explained. I'll go ahead and click on it again for anybody that's reminded. It's the one where they die, they buff the other ones. Let's see.
Turn back now.
On this particular map, I usually build at the bottom, but it doesn't really matter. I build it the same way every time. I find that building around the Valara, circling themselves, is the best way to go for me in my particular playstyle. Now, you could do something like this and make the circle go to the opposite side or over there, or you can build away from them, which is not good. You either want to try to debuff someone off the bat where you think they're going to be, or buff your people right off the bat, which I prefer. It's more sure thing. I know my people are here, so that's what I want to do. And it looks like we see they got the item we want. This is the item I want. Mask of Fury. This sucker makes your guys hit really hard, really fast. So trying to heal through this damage is going to be tough, especially with an instant ult on Ludovic. And he's running Diamond with the robes that if he's the last one surviving, he gets a super buff.
I suppose
so we're going to run Bravion. And we could a chance.
I've been
Throw it back
yearning
there
for this
and grab
moment.
whoever's coming behind Ludovic. But I don't think we're going to do that. We're going to go play it safe and be really
Understood.
vague and
I'll keep them quiet.
Ludovic. You know what?
It's time to act.
We're going to run Indris and pray to God Indris can do damage. I don't know. Having that Mythic Nara might be worth it, but we're going to take a risk with Indris. Let's go. And see, we would have gotten either Ludovic or Vala. I can't remember the name of it. And we're going to take a lot of damage. There's a crappy ult from Pang. There's nobody around. He's just sitting there not moving. I don't know if I need to switch or something because I'm taking him down hard and fast, so I'm not too worried. That was an easy win. And I don't even know what happened. My Pang didn't seem to move. I think that was a glitch. I think Pang was actually moving and hitting people. Nope, he wasn't. He's 0-0. It was all Fedor. Fedor just straight up killed with that Bone Amulet. Bone Amulet hits a lot harder than you think it does because it adds that DOT on everybody he touches. And he does, Fedor does like an AoE in front of him so he can hit multiple people and get that 3% damage per tick. Let's go ahead and dig and see what we get. We got some Indris Love. Alright, we're getting Indris closer to Mythic, so we're probably going to be running with him for the rest of the match. We can probably go ahead and get rid of Iron and Damien. leave Lily May in there on the off chance we want him. You may want to start building Perseus too. You never know. He could be a good little guy to have on that side. Let's go ahead and throw him in there. Alright, and what does this one do again? Self-devour. That could be really good for Thador. Thador has good survivability, or even Pain. Pain has very good survivability, so that would act. It's not one that I use that often, but it is an epic one and it's expensive. So it might be one I want to consider. Now this is what I usually end up using on Thador. Thador will stay alive longer, so I'm going to throw this on Thador. And he can soak damage more and let Pain do all the damage. And hopefully he doesn't glitch out like he did in the last match. This one is actually pretty good for somebody who hits really a lot of normal attacks really fast. But since mine is more ultimate geared, I'm not going to buy that one. It would be okay for someone like Perseus or Pain or even Ravion. It's really good on Sinbad, I think, too, if you're running a light bearer group. And do I want this or not? Self-devour. So he's going to eat his own HP to do more damage. Nah, let's look for something better. Because it's expensive too. We've got a speed buff, a crit buff. We don't want that. Let's go ahead and get the Indrises. Try to get him up. And we're going to have a couple of chances to try to get an Indris mythic. And we didn't get it. This is another good one, Arrogance. It's a little risky. You usually want to put it on somebody that you know is going to be like the one of the last people to die, like Pang. Pang is very hard to kill, so having Arrogance on Pang is actually really good. Let me lock it in on the off chance I want to put it on Pang later. Let's dig again. And I didn't get lucky. Didn't get what I wanted. So we're going to leave with the 15 tokens and take another match. We need 3 more wins. No more losses. We lose again, we're out. We're at 6 wins. We want 3 more. We got a weird icon. We're running an alt heavy group again. It's that Blossom. So it says a reminder. The Glowing Blossom. So this is the one that tries to ult, and they get shielding on it too. Now that they buff again.
Turn back
go ahead
now.
and throw it.
The hour has come.
Accept this judgment.
Sometimes we want to try to hide it, but maybe let's hide our strength a little bit by putting Indris out here, and they won't know that we have a Mythic Pang. Maybe they think we're out of Mythics, and they're running a Graveborn. This could be close, or they may wipe me out really fast. This one I usually really good with.
The hour
I usually don't run a
has
Graveborn with it either, so let's run
I
Ravion.
suppose even I have to
He's gonna buff
work.
Laura and Pang. Here we go. Yep. He's gonna try to pull my Valar, but he's really buff. The Ravion keeps his Nara from getting me, so that really threw a wrench into his plans, and his Sylvana is not gonna do it. Not the Sylvana artifact. I should win this. We're doing a lot of damage. Fedor's coming out. Valara's getting their debuff circle out there. I mean, yeah, it's just going. They didn't stand a chance. His Nara and Sylvana were not well placed on me. Against my team specifically, it had almost no chance because Ravion does that unaffected debuff. And Nara can't do anything against that. And he was trying to hit people that are being buffed in Valara's circle with the rogue Sylvana. Or not Sylvana. I don't know. Still something. And then we got the upgraded Fragrant Bag. I usually like to get the increase all allies damage dealt by 5% every 5 seconds the carrier survives. Maximum. And Destiny's Call is another good one. But I think Eternal Blaze, the way I want to go, probably want to throw that on Indris. Indris can buff everybody, including himself. Destiny's Call is also pretty good, especially if you have one damage dealer, like if you don't have Fury's Mask or whatever. For Perseus, that Destiny's Call is good for Perseus or Pain. And then Courage Gauntlets. This is actually not bad for Indris either, because Indris doesn't rely heavily on ultimate. In fact, getting him to do more damage regular is probably preferable than ultimate. But we're going to go with the Eternal Blade because he's going to buff everybody around him. And now he's full power as well. So what we're going to do is go ahead and throw that on Indris. And we're probably going to move that Bone Amulet off of Pang and throw Arrogance on him. He can hit really hard. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and throw that Bone on... I don't think there's ever any chance of us using any of these, so we'll throw it on Nara. Probably not going to use Nara either. Having Decaying Ring might be worth replacing Jungle Rune Hood on Valara, so she can buff everybody as well, as far as basic stats that she has. I don't think I'm gonna bother with it though. I like Jungle Hood is still pretty good. I mean, it's funny because it's one of the starting items, but I keep it to the end. What are we looking for now? Nobody really. We're just goofing off at this point. Actually, this would be really good for Indris, Sharp Bow. One of the best things you can give him, but I've got him the group buff right now, so I'm not even going to waste money on it. I'm just going to try to build up my other heroes like Lily and Perseus. Swap in. This would be good for Perseus, the crit strike buff. That's also good on Pain. I'm going to lock it, so if I get Perseus up to speed, I can buy it. And we're just not getting any luck at all here. Nothing. Might even want to consider getting that diamond. The healing, the vital award is good if you need that extra healing, but usually my group does enough damage and has the healing through Valara enough to keep everyone alive. Another Executioners are really good for Fedor as well, because he automatically debuffs people when he does his ultimate on them. Boy, I can't find anything I want. Lily May or Perseus? Oh, there's another good one. Colorful Exoplanet is really good for Pain, Diamond, Siren. Lets you roll those ultimates. Pain, it's not the best for, but it works really good on Pain. I've had really good luck with it. Digging more, digging more, digging more. We're just not getting any luck at all here. Sorry for the wasting you guys' time here. There's a Lily May, yay! And at that point we can stop because we're at 16 and hit match. We need 2 more wins, no losses. Let's go for a 9. Be really good to start off the first video with a 9. Alright, we're doing the Vanguard one. This can be tough. I usually have good luck against Vanguard. Depends on who the Vanguard is. Probably Perseus, Diamond, or Fedor. Usually who it ends up being. So let's go ahead and
Turn back now. This is your final. The hour has come.
And we're going to buff Indris and
Accept
Valara.
this judgment.
I wish I could buff Pang, but we're going to buff Indris. So, actually, we could put Indris in the middle and buff Pang and Valara that way. Nope,
It's time
we're going to throw Indris in the back and go ahead and buff him.
I suppose even
Fedor.
I have to work.
And we're going to put Valara in the middle, and here we go. And they've got a Lily May blocker on one of my ultimates, but I'm not super concerned about that. It's going to block one of my ultimates. Let's see. Oh gosh, he almost took my Fedor out right off the bat, but I got some good shielding going. Pang's coming out. Got a lot of heavy damage there.
Target identified.
Indris, I think I put somebody out. Yeah, there they go. They're dropping off. See you later. So he had a really heavy charge right there at the front due to that Fedor damage, and he actually ulted almost immediately. I didn't see the item he had on Ravion. He had an item on it. Probably was an instant ult for Ravion, which can be really tough. And as you can see, it was full mythic versus full mythic, and my mythic was like, hey, can't hang with us, you know? Yeah, he didn't have the Pang, but he had the Diamond. Diamond is strong, especially when you're substituting in for Pang. So the overall, the extra group damage from mine, plus my artifacts is a little better. Got me that one. Plus my Fedor may have been saved by the hunting armor. I didn't even notice that. It may have saved him. And that's what kept him alive. I'm not sure, but it may have. Speedy Codex is another good one for Pang and Perseus. It allows them to do extra damage while taking less damage. Let's see, let's go ahead and just keep digging. Matter of fact, let's lock that one in instead of the crit one, because we may want to throw that on Perseus and put Perseus in for good measure. We're not going to get anybody here. We're going to get anybody here. We only need one more. There's a Perseus. We're looking for Lily May and Perseus. This is another good one, Pierce Call. Especially if you can surround someone the way Pang is always surrounded every match. Throwing that on Pang is fantastic, because you're going to get 12% of the total stats of all living adjacent allies, and you're invincible for 15 seconds. So I am considering buying it, but I don't know that it's that much better than Arrogance. It gives you a lot more survivability. But let's dig some more, and then maybe keep Arrogance for Perseus. Yeah, there's Perseus. We got Perseus up to legendary, so now we need 4 Lily or 4 Perseus. Just keep digging. There's some double Lily, double Perseus. And as you can see, I'm getting closer to getting a mythic, but it's not really gonna matter. I don't even know why I was bothering, because it's 1 win or 1 loss or I'm done. So here's the make or break. We have 8 wins for 9 wins. It's the only 2 options at this point. And we're thinking Yao Kai. And he's running and Grugling. So he's going to try to nuke me down, because the Grugling is going to do a lot of damage right off the bat. It's going to like take my guys down to 50% and then giving me some HP back. So hopefully my Valara can keep me alive long enough to get through the Grugling. I can't remember if I have good luck against Grugling or not. We know Theodore is going to be able to live through it, because he has that save for 5 seconds. Judgment. But it might kill everybody else around him. And if it kills everybody else around him, including Pang, I'm dead. Because Pang has the arrogance on right now. So we're going to drop Pang.
It's time to act.
Indris here. Then we're going to buff Pang and Valara with Ravion in back. Alright, yeah. He's got Perseus, and Perseus is buff us. Oh man, this is nasty.
The hour has come.
I suppose
I'm a little worried right now.
I have to work.
Here we go. This is ugly. I do not think I'm gonna. Gotta go through it. American silence. Gotta go through it. Kill somebody. Please kill somebody. Kill somebody, we got a chance. We got somebody dead. Well, and we're healing through it. We got him.
You chose the
Game
wrong
over.
path.
9 wins, baby. Yeah. Wilder is very strong, and that was a match I thought for sure I would lose, because I thought he would burst me down right off the bat, but he didn't have an instant ult. If he had an instant ult thing for his Siren or his Perseus, I would have definitely lost. There's instant ult ones, like I can't remember what it is, but it costs HP to instant ult right off the bat. It costs 40 tokens. If you put that on Perseus on that with the Grugling, he's just going to mow me down, because I'm already half health, and Perseus runs in, ults, and just kills all of us. Except for Theodore, I would have lived with Theodore. But you can see Pang was hitting really hard. Indris was doing a little bit of damage. Ravion was there mainly for the buffing, and Theodore's hitting really hard. All while Valara is healing me through all of that. She, with that jungle hood on, she can heal through a lot of nastiness, except for maybe Perseus. And there you go. I got lucky. I got a 9 win. You did see that I had 2 losses, so I am not perfect. I had a lot of bad luck as far as getting my heroes up to speed and getting the equipment I wanted, but in the end, I was able to outlast it and get what I needed. I got my 9 wins, and that breaks the 2,000 mark. I want to try to get to 2,200. My guild leader told me that the record on our server was 2,200, I think, and I'm going to try to break that in the next week or 2. So hopefully you'll be here for the next one. And you can see me trying to break for that 2,200 and get some bragging rights, because right now I'm number 1 by far. That puts me up in the rankings to 416. So hopefully you got some tips there about how you might want to do Honor Duel. I'm usually building for that Wilder group. Again, your core is going to be Pang, Theodore, Valara, and Ravion, and you can slot in Perseus, you can slot in Indris, you can slot in Lily May, you can slot in Diamond, any damage dealer, you can slot in Siren. Any damage dealer, especially a high burst damage dealer, is going to work really good in that group. You can even substitute Pang out for Diamond and Perseus and just run a 3 Wilder if you have to. I wouldn't recommend going lower than that, because you want that group damage bonus, and you want to try to get to 4 or 5. That way you get the full group damage bonus. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me and enjoying my ramblings. Hopefully it will help you get some wins in your server or district. And you can get up to the number 1 slot on Honor Duel. And I'll make some more videos later on about Arena, Supreme Arena, Clash, and the justifications I have for my teams and why I use them that way. I try to come up with some off-meta stuff, because you can get a lot of stuff off Yapala, or whatever the heck it's called. I don't get it as much off of there as I used to, because I like to make my own groups. But they do have some really good suggestions, and I can kind of build off of their suggestion and kind of change a hero here and there. Thanks for hanging out with me, and hope you enjoyed it and got some useful information. Bye.